Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel BioUran, where you can spread your wings and learn biology with fun. If you are new in this channel, don't forget to like our work and press the subscribe button for future updates. So, without getting late, let's start. Hope you will enjoy it. Today, in our video, we will get a brief idea about the animal tissue, their location, basic structures and function with examples. But before gaining knowledge about the animal tissue, we must know what are tissues. So, what are tissues then? We know every multicellular organism possesses many cells in their body. A division of labor is evident in these organisms. Each cell is responsible for the specialized functions and the others are benefited from them. For example, we have seen that some cells form the digestive system whose function is to nourish the body. Some cells form the excretory system whose function is to clean the body and form the toxic waste products. Some cells form the epithelial tissue covering over the skin. Some cells form the muscular tissue which by contraction brings about the movements. So, various types of cells together work to form the basic function of an animal body. In gist, we can say that the group of cells performing similar functions are tissues. Already we got an idea about the tissue. Now let's come to the topic and discuss about the animal tissue. A group of animal cells of similar origin and similar function forms the animal tissue. Animal tissues are classified into four different types. Number 1, epithelial tissue. Number 2, connective tissue. Number 3, muscular tissue. And number 4, nervous tissue. From the picture, you can see that how the different tissues form the basic structure of the organism. In the next slides, we will discuss about the various types of tissues formed in our body. First, we have epithelial tissue. It is a thin, continuous, protective sheet of cells which form the outer and the inner covering of an animal body and its different organs. Epithelial tissues are found outside our skin and all internal organs. The characteristics of epithelial tissues are: cells are arranged closely on a basement membrane. Cells are not directly supplied with the blood. Functions of epithelial tissue. Primary function of epithelial tissue is to protect the associated organs and systems, and they also help in the secretion, absorption and transport of materials. Depending on the number of cell layers, epithelial tissues are divided into two types. Number 1, simple epithelial tissue and stratified epithelial tissue. Here is an image showing the different types of epithelial tissues found in the animal body, like the squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated columnar epithelium, and the stratified epithelium. Let's discuss about these epithelial cells in the further slides. The first type of epithelial tissue is the simple and stratified epithelial tissue. These tissues are made up of the single layer. They are divided into the squamous epithelium, cubical epithelium, columnar epithelium, and the stratified epithelium. Squamous epithelium. These tissues are made up of flat, thin layer of cells with a prominent nuclei closely packed. They are found in the internal lining of the buccal cavity and the heart lining. The function of squamous epithelium is to protect the associated organs from the mechanical injury, germs, harmful chemicals, etc. Number 2 is the cubical epithelium. Cubical epithelial tissues are made up of cells having similar length, breadth and thickness. They are found in the salivary gland, thyroid gland, liver. Their function is protection and secretion. Next we have the columnar epithelium. These tissues contain vertically arranged cylindrical or brick-like cells having greater height than their breadth. Hence they look like pillars. They form the inner covering of the stomach, small intestine and the large intestine. Function of columnar epithelium is protection, absorption and secretion. The columnar epithelium is further divided into two parts. Number 1, the ciliated epithelium. These tissues are made up of cubical or columnar cells having numerous microscopic hair-like cilia at the free end and form the lining of the trachea, oviduct and spinal cord. The movement of cilia helps in the transporting of the substance. You know, the cilia constantly keep lashing and moving the materials which enter these regions. Number 2 is the glandular epithelium. The cells of the epithelial tissue, which are associated with different types of secretion, constitute the glandular epithelium. At certain places in the body, the glandular epithelium is folded inward to form compact, hollow, tubular glands like the sweat gland, salivary gland, and the pancreas. The function of glandular epithelium is secreting different enzymes and hormones. The second type of epithelial tissue we have is the stratified epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue is formed of several layers of cells are known as the stratified epithelium tissue. They are found in the integuments of the vertebrates and their function is to protect the integument or the skin. The second type of animal tissue we have the connective tissue. The tissue which connect the different organs and system and acts as a packaging material between them are known as connective tissue. They are found in the blood, bone, lymph, cartilage, etc. The characteristics of connective tissues are: this tissue develops from the embryonic mesoderm. This tissue contains more matrix than the cellular components. Intercellular substances may be liquid, solid, or semi-solid. The function is to coordinate and connect different organs and systems. The connective tissue is classified as: first one, the connective tissue proper, number 2, the supporting connective tissue, and number 3, the fluid connective tissue. In the connective tissue proper, we have the areolar tissue, adipose tissue, and the fibrous connective tissue. Next, in the supportive connective tissue, we have the cartilage and the bone. And number 3, the fluid connective tissue consists of blood and the lymph. In the diagram, you can see that the various types of connective tissues are mentioned as found in the body. First one is the areolar tissue. The connective tissue, which is made up of fibroblast cells, basophils, plasma cells, white fibers, yellow fibers, are known as areolar tissue. They are distributed beneath the skin more or less throughout the body. The function of areolar tissue is to support the body. Next, the adipose tissue. When the cells of the areolar tissue remains filled with the oils and fats, they are known as adipose tissue. This tissue forms the padding under the skin and are found around the kidneys, eyeball, in the subcutaneous region, mesentery, etc. The function of adipose tissue is: stores energy for future use, maintain normal shape of different organs, help in heat conservation of the body. Next, we have the cartilage. The connective tissue made up of chondroblast cells and intercellular substances and are elastic in nature are known as cartilage. Cartilages are found in the tip of the nose, external ears, trachea, and the bronchial tubes between vertebra and at the end of the long bones. The function of cartilage is to support the body. Next, we have the bone. The hardest porous connective tissue made up of living osteoblast cells and the inorganic salts like calcium phosphate, calcium carbonate as the matrix constitute the bones. They form the endoskeleton of most vertebrates. The function of bone is to protect the body, internal organs, and help in locomotion. Now, the blood. Blood is a liquid connective tissue containing the liquid part, that is plasma, and the cellular part, that is RBC, WBC, and platelets. Blood is present inside heart and blood vessel. The function of blood are transport of nutrient, hormones, and respiratory gases, to help in the coagulation of blood, to protect body from infection and maintain immunity, to maintain water balance in the body and regulating temperature. The last type of connective tissue is the lymphoid tissue. The tissue formed of lymph channels and the lymphoid cells are known as lymphoid tissue. They are present in the lymph gland, tonsil, spleen, bone marrow, and the thymus gland. We should know that the lymphoid tissue contains WBC but not the RBC. The function of lymphoid tissue are to supply nutrition to the cells and to prevent infection by maintaining body's immunity. The third type of animal tissue is the muscular tissue. The contractile tissue made up of muscle cells containing muscle fibers are known as muscular tissue. They remain associated with the bones, heart, stomach, intestine, uterus, and urinary bladder. The characteristics of muscular tissues are: made up of muscle cells, may function involuntarily or voluntarily, may appear striated or non-striated under microscope. The function of muscular tissues are give a definite shape to a body, help in the movement and locomotion, and response to an external stimulation. Muscle tissues are divided into three types. Number 1, the smooth muscle. They are found in the visceral organs like stomach, intestine, urinary bladder. Number 2, the cardiac muscle. These are the muscles of the heart. And number 3, the skeletal muscle. They remain associated with the bones. First one is the skeletal muscle. The striated muscles which remain associated with the bone and can be voluntarily controlled are known as skeletal muscles. They are made up of long fiber cells which are nucleated and striated. And light and dark bands run across the fiber. The muscles move only when you want it. They constitute about 50% of the body weight. These muscles are found in the arms, legs, face, neck, etc. The function of skeletal muscle is to help in locomotion and respond to the external stimulation. Number 2 is the smooth muscle. The smooth muscles which do not conduct according to our will are known as smooth muscle. They are made up of spindle-shaped, slender tapering cells which are uninucleated. They are found in the walls of the intestine, helping in passage of food, in the walls of the urinary bladder, uterus, lining of blood vessels, etc. The function of smooth muscle is contraction and relaxation of the associated organs. Number 3 is the cardiac muscle. Muscles of heart is known as cardiac muscle. The fibers of cardiac muscles are striated, uninucleated and branched. They are relatively short. They can contract without outside stimulation. The cardiac muscles are found in the wall of the heart. The function of cardiac muscle is contraction and relaxation of heart. The last and the fourth type of animal tissue is the nerve tissue. The tissue which is made up of nerve cells and is responsible for the uptake of stimulation and its transmission to control and coordinate the activities of the other tissues are known as nerve tissue. Brain, spinal cord and the nerves are made up of this tissue. The characteristics of nerve tissues are nerve tissue is made up of nerve tissue cells or neurons. Here it is a picture of a neuron. Some associated cells named neuroglia are also present. The nerve tissue forms the following structure. Each nerve cell contains one cell body or perikaryon and several processes or projections. The cell body or perikaryon is the main portion of the nerve cell bounded by the plasma membrane and contains protoplasm cell organelles and some specialized structures called Nissl granules. Centrosome is inactive, so we can say that a nerve cell cannot divide. Processes or projections. These are the thread-like extended protoplasmic projections. They are of two types. Axon. Each nerve cell contains only one long and branched axon. Its outer covering is known as neurolemma and its inner covering is known as myelin sheath. The neuron is constructed into different interval giving rise to regions known as node of Ranvier. You can see in the image the node of Ranvier is pointed out there and which part is termed as axon. Number 2, the dendron. These are branched small projections more than one in number. Each branch of dendron is known as dendrite. The dendrite is labeled in the diagram. Function of dendron is to receive impulse, transmit through the cell body and send it out to other nerve cell or any other organ through axon. Number 3 is the synapse. The junction of two nerve cells, that is the end of one nerve cell and beginning of the another, is known as the synapse. There is no physical contact between the two nerve cells at the synapse. It is a total outline chart of the animal tissues we studied till now. Have a look into it. Thank you guys for watching our video. For more future updates, please subscribe to our channel. See you all in the next video. Till then, goodbye.